Welcome to Freethought Matters. I'm Laurie Gaylor.
And I'm Dan Barker. Laurie and I are co-presidents of the Freedom from Religion Foundation, a state church watchdog that is also the nation's largest association of non-believers, with today more than 33,000 members. And we invite you to join us in our vital work so that reason and our secular Constitution will prevail. You can join us, or you can just ask for more information at ffrf.org.
And we're so pleased that our guest today is someone you know as a legendary Hollywood personality, movie star, and singer, John Davidson. But you may not know that he's been a near lifelong atheist.
Most people, especially if you are over the age of 45, will recognize the face and talents of John Davidson. His first known television appearance was with Sid Caesar in 1958, just after his 17th birthday. Not long after that debut, John appeared on stages in London's West End and opened on Broadway in a musical called Foxy. About time, about time. John starred in a pair of movies for Walt Disney. Dakota, oh Dakota. He was a guest on almost every variety show on television in the late 60s and early 70s, including multiple visits to the Ed Sullivan Show and the Carol Burnett Show. Sis is fine and standing over here.
The John Davidson Show.
John Davidson hosted his own variety show for a season and was one of the most used guest hosts on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
What category do I fall into?
John Davidson starred in several episodic television series, including the Sally Fields show, The Girl with Something Extra, and guest starred on dozens of others, including an extremely dramatic turn as a schizophrenic actress on the streets of San Francisco.
You murdered 2 men. Trash. I killed trash. But every time I sing a love song.
As a recording artist, John released a dozen solo albums. He packed theaters in Las Vegas and nationwide. He evolved into a television host once again, with gigs on ABC's That's Incredible, a daytime talk show, and as the host of several game shows, including the $100,000 Pyramid, and most famously, the new Hollywood Squares. John Davidson's theatrical appearances returned, with a highlight in the first national tour as the Wizard in Wicked. He also appeared in several more films, including Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands. And we're really happy to have him with us today, and we have a great treat in store, because later on today's show, John Davidson has promised to perform for us one of his free thinking song. So John Davidson, thanks so much for joining us today on Freethought Matters.
Well, thank you for that. Those film clips. I guess I've had quite a career. I had forgotten. I don't remember ever doing the Sid Caesar show, but I'm sure. Yeah, the age is right. I was 17 in '57. I'm 78 now, and it's been quite a career.
And you're 78, and you've kept your voice, and you've kept your hair, and you've kept your charm, and all this time you've been known as this sort of clean-cut, charming personality. Oh, what do you got?
I got to take it back later. This is my hair. Yes.
Oh, so
I love to sing, and I've studied singing since I started on Broadway. Yeah, I'm singing as well as I ever have, I think. I just love singing.
Well, we're going to hear a little bit of your singing later and live today in the show, which will be a lot of fun. But a lot of people don't realize that underneath that charming, clean-cut image was a rationalist, a thinker, a free thinker who became an atheist. You were the son of 2 Baptist preachers. How did you become a non-believer?
Well, I'll try to say it simply. Yes, my folks were Baptist ministers, both ordained. They were Northern Baptists. Those are the ones that can dance. And, they were, I would say, progressive Baptists. My dad didn't get hung up on the virgin birth or the resurrection or whether Jesus actually could walk on water. The dogma was not important to him. It was the overall life of Jesus and what Christianity has done for the world. So I went to Denison University in Ohio as a philosophy major because I thought I wanted to be like my dad. And in the first year of my philosophy major, which only lasted a year, I took 2 courses. One was religions of the world, comparative religions of the world, and the other one was Logic 101. And those 2 courses just didn't go together.
No.
I very quickly came to the conclusion that religion is man-made, and out of fear that we create religion to try to solve the mystery of this chaos that we live in. And so on and off, I've wrestled with religion for years after that. I became a theater arts major, by the way, at Denison, and graduated with a BA in theater arts, and then went to Broadway and started because I lost whatever religion that I had. I think I really just wanted to get up in front of people. I think, and maybe a lot of ministers should make the same decision. As I was thinking about doing your show today, I thought about this. I am a believer. I believe in me. I believe that people are basically good, that people want to be good. I believe, I hope, faith, hope, and love, in my mind, are things that we can't see, of course, just like we can't see God or other super human beings or magical friends. Yeah, but we can't see faith, hope, or love either, but they do exist. So I don't know how to equate that. I just don't believe that there is a force that can be active in that I can pray to and have her or him change my life. Or I believe we're all alone, and we have to find a way to make our lives work and to make ourselves better and be as moral as we can be. Does that make sense?
Yep. If we're going to be good, we have to be good for its own sake and not because of a deity threatening us, correct?
Yeah. Now, I've had these discussions with my dad, but they wouldn't go anywhere because my dad would say, well, look at the good that Christianity has done. And I would say, look at the harm that Christianity has done. I lived in Mexico, as I know Dan did for a while. I lived in San Miguel de Allende, right in the central highlands of Mexico. And I would see these poor Mexican people come in and light a candle and give their last couple of pesos to the church, which has billions of dollars in Rome, and be brainwashed into giving money so that they could be happy. I thought, this is wrong. I don't know how I don't know. I think if I ever met the Pope, I would say to him, first of all, who are you? You're not in the Bible. Where did you come from? What power do you have? And then I would say, how dare you take the last couple of pesos from people who are brainwashed into thinking that you can somehow make their lives better? I know this is a long discussion.
So, John, in your Hollywood career and your movie career and acting career, did you feel you had to keep your lack of religion hidden?
Well, I was a little dishonest, I guess, in that I looked so wholesome. I was so cute. And not that atheists can't be cute, but everyone just assumed that because my parents were religious that I was too. And I fell right in there and went right along with it. And I wasn't religious at that. I wasn't atheist at that point. I just was basically secular and just didn't talk about it a lot. And I said to my mother when I had my theater in Branson, Missouri, I said, people want me to close with a gospel song or with God Bless America. And I said, I just don't feel honest about that.
Well, that leads me to a question. Weren't you once asked to perform God Bless America at a ball game and refused?
Yes. I was doing a play in Kansas City, Missouri, and I was asked to sing the seventh inning stretch. The seventh inning stretch. Most people, they always sing, "Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the park." And so that's what it was. I was going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Well, about 3 days before I was supposed to sing at the seventh inning stretch, they said, "We've changed our mind. We want you to sing God Bless America." And I said, "I'll have to get back to you on this." So I hung up the phone and I talked to my wife and I said, I don't want to sing that. And I called the guy back and I really just kind of faked it. I said, I've got a rehearsal that's come up. I'm sorry, but I can't sing at the game at the seventh inning stretch. I'll have to get somebody else. And I canceled. But I wonder what would have happened if I'd said, okay, I'll sing it my way. If I'd walked out for the Kansas City Royals in the Kansas City Stadium and sung God Bless America my way. I love America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the stars up above from the mountains and the prairies. Oh, I love America, my home sweet home. I love America, my home sweet home. I wonder how many times I would have been shot.
We would have cheered for that. We would have stood up and said, yeah, home run. You know, we have this image that in the entertainment industry, in TV and movies, it's a very liberal, kind of freewheeling, free-thinking crowd. You must have known other non-believers, or did you feel like you had to keep your head down, or what was the atmosphere?
I was always shocked when I would find out that people were religious, I must say. And when I joined a group called Openly Secular a while back, I'm openly secular. A great lady named Margaret Downey got me into that, and she's been such a good friend. And I did a testimonial for Openly Secular, and I wanted other people to do that. So I called a lady actress who you would know. I'd rather not say her name, and I said, "Would you do a testimonial?" You know, I said, "I'm an atheist." I explained that I take it to mean, as Sam Harris does, that an atheist means that you're against theism. And I said, "Would you make a video and talk about that?" She said, No, I don't believe that. I believe there is a God and that Jesus is. And so then I went to one of my co-stars on one of my shows of That's Incredible. And I said, "Would you do it?" He said, I'm a businessman. I can't do that. I would lose all my business. He said, "I totally agree with you." He said, I'm a preacher's kid as well. And I totally agree with you, but I can't do that for business reasons. And this always shocked me. But yes, we're living in a country, in a world where it's very hard to really come out. I think it'd be easier to come out as being gay than to come out as an atheist.
So we have to take a break, John. And after the break, you promised you were going to perform a song for us, which we're anticipating. So stay with us. This is Freethought Matters. We're talking with the legendary actor, singer, and atheist, John Davidson. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ron Reagan, an unabashed atheist, and I'm alarmed by the intrusions of religion into our secular government. That's why I'm asking you to support the Freedom from Religion Foundation, the nation's largest and most effective association of atheists and agnostics, working to keep state and church separate, just like our founding fathers intended. Please support the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell.
My name's Jarvis, and I'm an out-of-the-closet atheist. There are many reasons why I'm an atheist, but I'll start with the crudest explanation. I'm sure many of you have seen Clash of the Titans or The Immortals or 300, these blockbuster films about ancient Greek or Roman religion, which we now call mythology. But back then it wasn't mythology. It was very real for them. They genuinely believed that you had to put a coin in a person's mouth before they were buried so that they could pay for the literal ferry to the afterlife. Just as many people today believe that they should eat crackers and wine on a Sunday, or that God wants women to hide their bodies under black burqas. Every religion that has ever existed, and there are many, have all believed that they were right, that their rituals and rules and beliefs were 100% correct, and they all thought they nailed it. But where are they today? If they're not completely forgotten, they're on the silver screen, amusing us with their sword fights, animal sacrifices, and oracles. The religions of today are the entertainment of tomorrow. Everyone, I hope, is an atheist about Zeus and Apollo, Juno and Poseidon. I just added Jesus and Muhammad to that list.
Thank you for watching Freethought Matters. You can find more content by the Freedom from Religion Foundation at our website, ffrf.org. Follow FFRF on Facebook, and you'll get notifications about all of our content, including whenever we go live on FFRF's Ask an Atheist. FFRF is also on YouTube, where all of our programs, including this show and our weekly news bites, are available to watch anytime. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the web.
And welcome back to Freethought Matters. We're continuing our conversation with the always entertaining actor, singer, and atheist, John Davidson. So, John, I understand. I see your guitar there. You have a song for us today?
Well, Dan and Laurie, I do have a song. I hope I can do it right. I wrote this on a cruise ship going from Honolulu, from Vancouver, Canada, to Honolulu, Hawaii. I've sung on a lot of ships, and I got a lot of time to write songs. I had just seen a football game that afternoon. And I saw the guy run into the end zone and point two fingers in the sky. And I thought, I wonder what would have happened if he had fumbled. Would he just point one finger or what? Don't think about that too much. But I thought, why doesn't he take the glory? Why doesn't he take the credit and the blame? Shouldn't we all be the master of our own ship?
I couldn't sleep. It was 3 a.m. My mind was running through my life. The ship was gently rocking as I lay beside my wife. Something like a wake-up call was pounding in my brain. I dressed and left our cabin. The upper deck was washed with rain, with stars above to guide me. I was bound for some new shore. Of there, between the sky and sea, my thoughts, they began to pour. If I were a ship who'd set my course, be the captain, who'd be the force, I'd take the glory and the blame, but I'd be the fuel and the flame. If I were a ship who'd set my course, who'd be the captain, who'd be the force. Yeah, I've heard so many life's all about. If I could follow my own passion, I know I could be something more. Take my own path to adventure, true to myself, true to my core. If I am a ship, I set my course. I'm a captain, I am a force. I'll take the glory in the flame. I'll be the fuel in the flame. Yes, I am a ship, I set my course. I am a captain, I am a force. See, in the shadows my wife was listening. She's been listening there for years. She knows my every strength and weakness. She knows all of my doubts and fears. Side by side we've grown together like two trees grow in the wood. I didn't know why she was smiling, but when she sang I understood. She said, I am a ship, I set my course. I am a captain, I am a force. Tell me your dreams, I'll tell you mine. Let's hear the dance, the song, and the wine. Oh, we are two ships sharing one course. We are the captain, we are the force.
Thank you. That was wonderful. And John, you've written that song about being your own person, your own conscience. I know that you've also written a play about, I understand, what you would have liked to have told your father about your views about religion. What's that about?
Yes, I wrote a play with a wonderful writer, Jonathan Reynolds, who helped with me so much. It's called Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And in this play, at the time I was 68, I go to my father's study, the pastor's study at the Baptist church. I come home from college, and I walk into the study, and my father's there. And he's 68, and I'm 68, the great leveler. And I say to him, I go over to a Bible and say, you call this book sacred. What does sacred mean? What makes this book sacred? And what does that mean? Isn't that voodoo? Aren't you selling voodoo? And so it's a confrontation with my dad that I wish I had had. And it's a very powerful play, and I hope to do it again sometime. I did it with another actor, Bob Armstrong, who played my father. You understand?
And what was that play called again?
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Great title.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost,
Wow.
the Trinity.
We would love to see it. So, John, you've had a really long career, still going. I wonder if you'd like to reflect a little bit about that. Tell us what that's been like. Seems very exciting.
I think my whole career has been a confusion, maybe even as my religious beliefs are confusing to people, maybe. I started on Broadway as a singing actor in musicals, and then I went to television, became a television host. At Denison, I did some Shakespeare and summer stock. I did a sitcom with Sally Field called The Girl with Something Extra. And I've done so many. I played Las Vegas. I played the Hilton showroom, the Elvis showroom at Las Vegas, and my Vegas show was really good. And so what am I? I've had records. I've never had a hit record, but I've had lots of albums. It's very confusing what I am. I show up at places. I hosted a game show. When they said, "Do you want to host a game show?" I said, "Sure, I'll do that." And when I hosted That's Incredible, they said, "Well, it's an information show." "Oh, sure, let's do that." So when I show up at places, they don't know if I'm going to play Hollywood Squares Tic-Tac-Toe or if I'm going to sing. A lot of young people don't even know that I sing because I sang in the 70s more than I did in the 80s or 90s. So it's been a very confusing career. And thank you all for letting me be more clear about who I am.
Well, you are a multi-talented entertainer. I mean, An entertainer can do all sorts of things, and you're doing that right now. So what about right now? Here we are in the midst of a pandemic, and your careers, you're kind of part of the gig economy, I guess. How are you faring, or how are you continuing through this uncertain time?
COVID-19 has made me sit and think about my life, maybe even more, even though I started as a philosophy major. I don't know what to do with myself. I love live performing. I've had to cancel everything, as all of us have. I mean, I'm glad to be alive. COVID-19 has been a lot harder on other people than it has on me. But I can't stand the isolation. I'm a people person, and I don't like doing videos doing your show is fun because you all are here. But doing a video by myself, singing with my guitar and live streaming, I can't stand that. It just I don't know who I'm singing to. So it's the quarantining thing has been very hard. I don't know what to do with myself.
It's because the audience, you feed off of an audience, and the audience feeds back to you. And without that, what have you got? That's a strange feeling, isn't it?
What am I doing? And it's going to be a long time before we get back to normal. I think it'll be until 2022. So
we certainly look forward to meeting you, we hope, and maybe having you perform and talk at one of our conventions, one of our annual conventions when the pandemic is over. And we're very grateful for you joining us and for your speaking out for free thought.
I would be so honored. Just invite me.
Thank you. Well, and thank you for watching Freethought Matters.
Because free thought matters.
Hi, I'm Steve Pinker. In my book, Enlightenment Now, I show that the world has become a better place as reason has been overcoming superstition and tribalism. But the values of the Enlightenment are under attack. That's why I'm a proud member of the Freedom from Religion Foundation, the nation's largest association of freethinkers working to keep state and church separate. Please join me in supporting the Freedom from Religion Foundation to ensure that our government is driven not by religion, but by reason.